Hi teachers, in this video I want to talk about a couple different ways students can easily see if you have left them comments in Google Classroom. So I'm going to talk about class comments, private comments, and then comments within their actual document. So let's start with class comments. If I go to the classwork page and there is a class comment, I will be able to see a little mark. Every student, in fact, I'm logged in as a student right now. Every student will be able to see this little bubble here letting them know that there is a class comment. The one downside to this is these bubbles don't go away. So you could potentially deal with this if you're a teacher and there's a whole bunch of comments and you need to clear things out. Simply delete the comments that are no longer applicable and that little bubble will disappear if you've deleted all of the comments there. But that is still a really good way for students to quickly see, hey, when I scroll through all my assignments, I can see that there is a class comment here. Keep in mind that these bubbles can appear if other peers leave class comments as well. The next way I want to talk about is for private comments that you send to your students. So if you are in Google Classroom or you are working with a student who doesn't have access to email, so that would be our kindergarten through second grade students, if they go in Google Classroom and click on view your work, they will quickly be able to see which assignments the teacher has left private comments for them on. So I could click here and I can see what the private comment is. This will always show notifications if there's private comments. So if you're working with families or students, I would simply have them go to the classwork page, direct them to click on view your work. First off, it's a super nice summary of all the things that they need to do, have done, etc. But that bubble is going to pop up here so that they know that there is a private comment from the teacher. If you are a student teaching grades, if you are a teacher teaching grades 3 through 12, when students get private comments, they will also be notified by email. So you could potentially have your students going to mail.google.com or their Gmail account in order to see those private comments coming through in their Gmail. And then it should provide a link where the student can go back into the assignment from there. So 2 places to see those private comments. At the upper grades. The last thing I want to talk about is comments made within a document. So if I go ahead and open up one of these documents, and watch, this one is not one that the teachers left a comment in. We'll add a comment here real quick. Okay, we've added a comment, and so now you can see the teacher, myself, has left a student a comment within their document. Obviously, they could open up their document in order to see those comments. If your students are in grades 3 through 12, they will get an email letting them know that they have comments within one of their documents or files. If your student is grades K through 2, they won't get an email. So what can you do to make sure that students are aware of this? Well, the thing that I would suggest is actually going into the private comments for this student. So I'm going to flip back to the teacher side of things. I'm going to go into the private comments for the student right here, and I'm simply going to leave them a comment letting them know So now they have a comment here to please open up your document to see your feedback. And then remember that student can go to that view your work page, and when they click on there, seeing that there's 2 comments there now, it says please open up your document to see feedback. So then I would know as a student, I click on my document and then my teacher feedback would be within this document. If you are finding that students still are not reviewing feedback or not going back to things, you can always then reach out to the family and let them know some of the ways that they can go in and see feedback as suggested in this video.